Welcome back to 1000K Sharing Channel. Thank you for visiting the channel again. If you find the channel has more suitable and useful content, please help like, share, and subscribe to the channel to receive more useful information for you. Welcome to a very common topic in the world today, especially in the era of information technology explosion. Technological devices bring people a lot of information and utilities. Parallel to that process is a very common reality that is happening. But many times each of us is unintentionally unaware or rarely pays attention to it. That is the process of overcoming the paradox of choice. Overload choice. Choice overload. A comprehensive overview. Introduction to choice. Overload choice overload, also called overchoice or choice paralysis, refers to the phenomenon where having too many options leads to difficulty in making a decision, anxiety, dissatisfaction, or even decision avoidance. The term was popularized by psychologist Barry Schwartz in his book, The Paradox of Choice, 2004, where he argued that while some choice is essential for freedom and autonomy, too much choice can become overwhelming and counterproductive. In modern societies with endless options in shopping, career paths, media consumption, and even relationships, people are often faced with a paradox. More options should lead to better outcomes, but instead can cause more stress and regret. Two, psychological mechanisms behind choice. Overload. Several psychological processes explain why excessive choice can overwhelm. Cognitive overload. Our brains have a limited capacity for processing information. Evaluating too many options exhausts cognitive resources, leading to fatigue. Fear of missing out, FOMO. The more options available, the greater the fear that another, better choice was overlooked. Regret and anticipated regret. After making a choice, people may experience regret if other alternatives seem better in hindsight. Escalation of expectations. With many options, people set higher expectations, making it harder for any single choice to satisfy them. Self-blame. When many options are available, individuals feel more responsible for poor outcomes, blaming themselves rather than external factors. Key point. The emotional burden increases as choices multiply. Evidence and famous experiments. Several studies have demonstrated the effects of choice overload. The JAM study, Iyengar and Lepper, 2000. In a supermarket, researchers set up two displays of jam, one offering 6 flavors and another offering 24. While more people were drawn to the larger display, only 3% bought jam compared to 30% in the smaller set. More choices attracted attention, but reduced actual purchases. Retirement plans. Study. A study found that as the number of retirement fund options increased, participation rates actually decreased. Speed dating research. Participants faced with too many potential partners were less likely to make a choice and reported lower satisfaction with their matches. These experiments collectively show that although people like the idea of having many options, in practice, it often hinders decision-making. Key insight. Fewer, curated choices lead to more decisive and satisfying decisions. Thank you for watching the channel up to now. If you find it interesting or useful, please help us with a like and subscribe to the channel to help us have more motivation to make more interesting and useful content for you. Thank you for just clicking like. 4. Domains affected by choice. Overload choice overload impacts various areas of life. Consumer behavior. In markets like fashion, electronics, or food, overwhelming product variety can paralyze buyers. Healthcare decisions. Patients offered too many treatment options may defer decisions or experience greater anxiety about their choices. Online platforms. Streaming services, e.g., Netflix offers so many options that users often spend more time choosing than watching. Career planning. Graduates with seemingly infinite career paths often experience career paralysis. struggling to commit to one direction. Dating apps, unlimited. Profiles on dating apps can make users less satisfied with matches and more hesitant to commit. Public policy. Policymakers worry that offering too many complex benefits or programs might discourage participation rather than empower citizens. Key. Challenge in critical life areas. Too much choice can be more harmful than beneficial. Strategies to manage or overcome choice. Overload. Several approaches can help individuals and organizations mitigate the effects of choice overload. Simplification and curation. Reducing the number of options presented at one time, e.g., top 5 recommendations, makes decision-making easier. Default options. Setting smart defaults, like automatic enrollment in retirement plans, nudges people toward good choices without overwhelming them. Bounded rationality. Embracing the idea that it's okay not to choose perfectly, but rather good enough, a concept called satisficing, coined by Herbert Simon. Pre-commitment, limiting future options deliberately to avoid decision fatigue, e.g., setting meal plans, limiting app usage. Categorization. Grouping choices into categories can reduce the perceived complexity, e.g., genre sorting on Netflix. Mindful decision-making, encouraging slow, reflective choices rather than impulsive, anxiety-driven ones. 6. Philosophical and social reflections. Choice overload also invites broader reflections. Freedom versus fulfillment. In modern liberal societies, freedom of choice is celebrated. However, true well-being may require not just more options, but better pathways to meaning and satisfaction. Cultural differences. Some cultures, e.g., collectivist societies, experience less choice overload because group norms guide decision-making, whereas individualistic cultures heighten the burden of personal choice. Minimalism and anti-consumerism. The popularity of minimalism reflects a rebellion against overchoice, prioritizing fewer meaningful possessions and experiences over endless accumulation. Technology's role. Algorithms and AI increasingly curate choices for users, e.g., recommendation engines. While this can reduce overload, it also raises concerns about manipulation and loss of agency. Mental health connections. Chronic choice overload may contribute to anxiety, depression, and a sense of existential frustration, the paralysis of a life with too many conflicting paths. Key reflection. The ability to choose wisely, not endlessly, is at the heart of authentic happiness. Conclusion. Choice overload is a major challenge in the modern world. Although freedom of choice is fundamental to autonomy and dignity, the excessive abundance of options can ironically diminish satisfaction, delay action, and erode well-being. Mastering the art of making good enough decisions, designing environments that simplify choices, and cultivating gratitude for choices made, rather than regretting paths not taken, are critical strategies for thriving in a world of endless options. Ultimately, happiness lies not in having every choice, but in making peace with the choices we do make. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you find it useful, remember to like, comment on the content you like, or share your views.